Welcome back to my channel Math School. In today's video, let us learn trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry. In my previous videos, I've completed examples 1 to 8, exercise 11.1 and 11.2 from the same chapter. If you have not watched these videos, do find the link in the description box below or click the I button above. So now quickly let us begin with the video. Section 11.4 from chapter 11 Introduction to Trigonometry says trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So we are going to find out the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So what are complementary angles? If you recall, in your previous classes we have studied about complementary angles. For example, any two angles in a triangle, if the sum is equal to 90 degrees, then they are said to be complementary angles. For example, you have a triangle ABC. The sum of angle A and angle C is 90 degrees, then angle A and angle C are said to be complementary angles. Okay, the sum of any two given angles is equal to 90 degrees, then they are said to be the complementary angles. Now let us find out the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. For that, let us consider a right angle triangle ABC which is right angled at B. So angle B is 90 degree. So here angle A and angle C are the acute angle and angle B is a 90 degree angle. Let us assume it to be angle A itself. Let us find out the value of angle C in this triangle ABC. So from the angle sum property, if you apply here, the angle sum property says all the three angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. This is from angle sum property, right? So here let us substitute the values of the angles which we know here. So let us write angle A as angle A only, plus angle B is 90 degree, and we don't know the value of angle C as well, so we are writing as it is, equal to 180 degree. So let us send this 90 to right hand side. So we will get angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 minus 90, or angle A plus angle C is equal to 90 degree. So let us find out the value of angle C from this. So angle C will be equal to 90 minus angle A, or this can also be written as angle C is equal to 90 minus A. We have found out the value of angle C, which is 90 minus A. So since angle A plus angle C is equal to 90 degree, so these are said to be complementary angles. Now let us find out the trigonometric ratios in this triangle ABC. So if angle A is our acute angle, so the side opposite angle A will be a perpendicular, the side along will be a base, and AC will be our hypotenuse, right? So now let us apply the trigonometric ratios, which can be found out by using this fraction. That is, a trick to remember this fraction is PBP by HHB. So using this fraction, we can find out all the 6 trigonometric functions, where perpendicular by hypotenuse is sine, base by hypotenuse is cos, and perpendicular by base is tan. Again, the reciprocal of this, that is hypotenuse by perpendicular, is cosecant, hypotenuse by base is secant, and base by perpendicular will be cot. This is the easiest method to remember the 6 trigonometric functions. So now let us apply all the 6 trigonometric functions to this triangle ABC. As we are finding the trigonometric ratio for this angle A, so this angle A is at the base. So sine A will be equal to how much? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So our perpendicular is what? BC, and hypotenuse is AC. So it is BC by AC. Similarly, what will be cos A? Cos A will be base by hypotenuse, which is AB by AC. Tan A will be perpendicular by base, which is AC by AB. Similarly, let us apply for cosecant. Cosecant is hypotenuse by perpendicular, which is AC by BC. Cosecant A is equal to AC by BC. Then secant A will be equal to hypotenuse by base. So hypotenuse is AC by AB, AC by AB, and cot A will be how much? Cot A is equal to base by perpendicular, which is AB by BC. Here tan is perpendicular by base, so our perpendicular is BC here. Okay, it's not AC, it is BC by AB. Let us take this as equation 1. Now let us apply these trigonometric ratios to angle C by bringing this angle C to the base. So let us draw another figure with angle C at the base. So we are considering this as our acute angle, which is 90 minus A. Angle A is A itself, and this is our 90 degree angle. Okay, so now let us apply the trigonometric functions to this triangle ABC. So what will be our sine? So again, our perpendicular is AB, base is BC, and AC is our hypotenuse. So our first trigonometric function is sine 90 minus A. We are taking sine 90 minus A because we are considering angle C as our acute angle now, right? So sine 90 minus A will be equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, which is AB by AC. Similarly, cos 90 minus A will be base by hypotenuse, which is BC by AC. Then tan 90 minus A is equal to perpendicular by base, which is AB by BC. Then cosecant 90 minus A is equal to hypotenuse by perpendicular, so it is AC by AB, AC by AB. Similarly, we have secant 90 minus A, which is equal to hypotenuse by base, that is AC by BC. And lastly, cot 90 minus A can be written as base by perpendicular, where base is BC and perpendicular is AB. So let us take these as equation number 2. Now let us compare equation 1 and 2. So if you look at the equation 1, we have sine A is equal to BC by AC, and in equation 2 we have cos 90 minus A is equal to BC by AC. So here we have right hand sides are equal, so our left hand side will also be equal. So therefore from 1 and 2, equations 1 and 2, you can write sine A is equal to cos 90 minus A, because their right hand sides are equal, that is BC by AC and BC by AC. Similarly, if you check with cos A, now in the first equation we have AB by AC, which is equal to sine 90 minus A is equal to AB by AC in the second equation. So again here right hand sides are equal, so we can write cos A, left hand sides, that is cos A is equal to sine 90 minus A, right? Similarly, you can check for all the other equation. Here we have tan A is equal to BC by AB in the first equation, and in second equation we have cot 90 minus A is equal to BC by AB. So therefore, since right hand sides are equal, we will write the left hand sides equal, that is tan A is equal to cot 90 minus A. Okay. Here in equation 1 we have cosecant A is equal to AC by BC, and in equation 2 also we have secant 90 minus A is equal to AC by BC, right? So here also we can observe that the right hand sides are equal, so therefore we can write cosecant A is equal to secant 90 minus A. Now coming to secant A, now here secant A is how much? AC by AB, whereas in the second equation cosecant 90 minus A is equal to AC by AB. So therefore we can write secant A is equal to cosecant 90 minus A. Similarly, when you compare the last trigonometric function, that is cot A is equal to AB by BC in the first equation, and in the second equation tan 90 minus A is equal to AB by BC. So therefore again we can write cot A is equal to tan 90 minus A. So this is the way how we determine the complementary angles for the trigonometric ratios. So these are the 6 complementary angles for the trigonometric ratios which you have to remember to solve our exercise 11.3. So this is how we obtain the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. If you have any further doubts, you can comment me below in the comment section. In my next video, I'll be solving example 9 from chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry. So till then, do like my video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button below to get the latest updates of my videos, as I'll be completing the whole syllabus for class 10th SLC and Cert Math. And also do watch the related videos of chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry, shown on the screen. Thank you.